Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 30 episode 5. In the previous episode we got some prisoners and then 2 of them overdosed. We have saved them, we did manage to catch it in time. The guards quickly took them to our infirmary, so that is all good. However, that shook us a little bit because that's not something I expected this early on. It's not something I've ever experienced this early on in an intake. Obviously, we've only had these prisoners less than 12 hours, or around about 12 hours, 8 till 8, something like that. Either way, it's a bit naughty, so what we'll have to do is keep a close eye on them. And I think we really do need to go to our programs, go to the pharmacological treatment for drug addiction and add someone to the queue for that one. Get that one sorted as fast as possible. In this episode, we're going to be sorting our programs out. We need to sort a couple of grants out and policies and things like that, but generally we'll be progressing on, and we're not doing too bad. We've got 3 grants on the go. One of them is a long-term investment, obviously. We've got the prisoner acclimatization and engagement, which is laundry and cleaning the cupboard, which we can actually get done now. If I can just go to my logistics and go to prison labour, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then that's it, pretty much sorted. I'm going to max out the jobs for, not the laundry. We'll put the jobs for the laundry to 3. We're going to put the cleaning cupboard to max. Actually, no, we'll put 4 on the laundry. And obviously we've maxed out the canteen there. So, that should be fine. Yeah, that's about right. I want people working in the kitchen as fast as possible because that means obviously more food and things like that. But we need to get other stuff sorted. Anyway, we can go to reports. We'll go to our foundation education program. We'll start that up. We've got alcoholics group therapy, no one in the queue there. If we start that, it'll probably say no facilities, no equipment, so we'll stop that. There's going to be a little bit of a test here, so let's just go and we'll put in a... Do we just put chairs in? If I put "and chair," 1 unit of chair, we'll shove that in, and hopefully that will not just be a bums on seats thing, and it'll be able to function quite well. Either way, I'm just going to check. We need to go to utilities and then connection. Obviously, we need to connect up these doors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple of people have said that this is a very risky thing to do, connecting all the doors up to one area. I totally agree. I am well aware of this. However, my reasoning is that, my thinking is that if anybody ever gets to this security station and that door opening system, the entire area's broken anyway. Like, there's nothing else I can really do because they're only 1 jail door from escaping. So, yeah. Speaking of that, again, someone's mentioned that I don't have road gates either side. I am aware of that, and I mentioned that in the previous episode. But we might get that done at some point. Well, we will get that done at some point, just not now. Right, okay. So we got showers up and running. What I need to do is just go to the shower heads and put in some more shower heads all around here because most of our shower heads, in fact, all of them, are just on one side, and that's not good. Right, it looks like the laundry is not a laundry. Working position cannot be reached. That's a new one. Haven't seen that in ever, actually. I don't believe. That is an interesting one. We'll speed up to max speed and then crack on with that. They'll just remove that that ironing board, and we can change it around if we need to, but it's pretty much sorted there. Right. Looks like the shower is all in. Everybody's in the shower. People going around, and yeah, that's it. Nothing. People just going back and forward. It looks like everything's working so far so good. That guy, for some reason, is suppressed because he had some weapons on him. That's fine. That actually reminds me we should probably head to our policy and sort this policy out. So, basically, same as before, as I do all of my things. I always do this. Basically, if you get found with anything that we don't like, then you get it taken off you. And we search your cell and everything else. So that's fine. The meal quantity will be high and the variety will be high as well, okay? So cost per prisoner per day is 30, but I don't mind that because I'm not really in this isn't a money-making prison. I'd rather give them the best meals I can afford, and obviously they're only going to get 1 meal per day anyway, so it's no real problem. So, if you're destroying anything, you get solitary. Basically, if any of these things happen, you get a bit of solitary there. However, slight problem, we don't have a solitary cell, a solitary area, so we need to get that up this episode. So, what I'll probably do is change all these to lockdown, and that'll help it out, because if you get found weapons and stuff, then a lot of people are gonna be waiting for solitary. So I've unpaused it. I'm just gonna go to building break and then clicky clicky draggy draggy. There we go. Don't know what size this is going to be. I should really plan it off. So for example, if this is going to be double wall there, that's going to be an entrance there, double wall there. Will that do? Yeah, that'll do actually. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, excellent. Let me just get a solitary door and we'll shove it there. That'll actually generate the entire building. There we go. That's sorted. Okay. Right, so it's work time. So we got prisoners going to, well, work. I don't know where they are working. They could be working in the laundry. Could be working... Oh, yeah, someone's definitely working in the laundry. There they go. There you go. Walking around. Paul Porter. Yep. Which is sort of ironic since he is actually a porter there. But he's carrying things. He's pushing a cart around. It's porter-ish. Right, so he's getting that all sorted. We are... Ooh, we're not actually receiving any money now. We're actually losing $1,000 a day. That's... Actually, I don't really care. Oh, we got another drug overdose here. That's really bad. The amount of drug overdoses we've got are really, really bad here. And I don't know why we're getting so many. I do have... I'm going to have to speed it, put it to normal speed. There's a bit of a bug in the game. And it's not... I have heard other people having the same problem. Where what will happen is the... Come on. Come on. Fix that overdose. There we go. And you've been unoverdosed. I don't know what they inject him with, but it's unoverdosed drug. Yes, the... I've had people who have had the same problem as me. Is if you speed up to max speed, the pathfinding goes a bit weird and they sort of jiggle around a bit. They do a little dance while they're trying to get there, and in some cases they just stop. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Right, is that another facing game? Oh yes, it's the same one, but obviously they changed the shirt. Ah, yeah, fine, excellent. Okay, I'm just going to go to staff and go to guards. We're going to hire a couple more guards because I think it is necessary. There we go. We will get this building up. There you go. That's all put in. And then we need to go to materials, brick wall, and then we'll put some brick walls in all the way down the back. And obviously this is going to remove all of the lights, which is strange. I really do wish there was a way to automatically light or not put lights in, because you can see that all of the lights that are in here are now going to get removed. So we should probably sort that out. Let me just go to light. And do we have any in stock? I'm going to wait until... We do have a couple in stock. I'll wait until they're all sorted because it means I don't have to buy any extra. I think we've got a problem with round here. Oh, no, I've put some lights in. I have put some lights in there. That's fine. Right. So, looks like some prisoners are just sitting around. He's needing food but not getting it because there's not enough. And it's from this area here. That is really problematic. They're all eating in one area and I do not know why. I did try and resolve that in the last episode, and it looks like it's all set up. I just don't know what the deal is. That guy is still locked in. You can see he's got found weaponry. He needs solitary for 2 hours, which is problematic since we don't actually have solitary, which is why I'm building this room as fast as possible. Right, let me just go to objects. I'm going to run up the top here and go to the chapel, because if we get the chapel done, we should be able to... I guess I'll put the altar... Don't really know where. I'll put the altar... I want to put it in the middle, but there isn't a middle on this building, which is really, really OCD inducing. Let's shove in the altar there, I guess, in that corner, and then we will have... This is our generic faith room, isn't it? The generic faith room, and we'll put 2 pews at the back, and then we'll put in... I think we'll put another pew at the side there, and then we'll put some prayer mats. There we go. Right in the center. There you go. Generic faith area. Sorted. Okay. What else we need to do? Kitchen's up and running, although it's a little bit too small. I know. Actually, it should be alright. By the time we get some more prisoners, it should be alright. Okay. Looks like this room is also sorted. Let's firstly get some light in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll go to, not remote door, solitary door, and then put solitary doors in down one side. I don't have enough to really do the lot. Well, I do have enough money. I just don't want to spend all that money on solitary. So, yeah, let's put that in. There we go. That's sorted. That should be powered up, that room, so that's fine. This area here, haven't yet figured out exactly what we're going to have it as. We don't have a workshop yet over there. I will get onto that. We also don't have... We don't really have any armory, I guess. Yeah, we need to do that. That room is currently got no purpose. There's a couple of rooms with really no purpose. Let me just go back to reports here, and I'm just going to go to our grants, because we can get another grant. We could go for governmental security ratings. That's dog and armed guards. I don't want that. Education reform program is a long-term one. We probably won't get that done just because of the way it works. We'll go for prison manufacturing facility as well. Obviously, long-term investments there. We've got a lot of other things that are locked. Crack down on drugs and stuff. We need at least 30 prisoners, and I think it's about time we probably start thinking about these, getting more prisoners. If we go to intake, you can see for some reason there's no MaxSec prisoners available. None at all. I mean, I'm not going to receive any, you understand. I'm never going to bring any in. But, you know, it's an interesting one. We need to go to programs and go to our behavioural therapy. Nobody's in the queue. We might start putting a couple of them in. Alcoholics group, if we start that, we can see that, yes, there is actually room in there. Alcoholics group therapy. I'll stop it because I don't want to crack on with it too much. We'll start the behavioural therapy, and there we go. So we've got 4 times behavioural therapy there. You can see we're losing a lot of money now. That's just how it's going to work. That's how it's going to work. We're going to lose money because we are trying to rehabilitate the inmates here, and that's sort of the point in this prison. It's a different take to what I was doing last time. Actually, the last prison I did was 50-50. We're trying to rehabilitate, but we're also there to make some cash. But, you know, we'll see how this thing goes. Right, so I'm not going to put a remote access on that solitary door. There is no need, because nobody will ever need to... The only person that's going to be going in there, I guess, would be a janitor, someone cleaning. But we don't really want it to remote access and stuff. No, I'm not going to remote access that. We'll have someone manually open the door. It just feels right. There's our visitation. As you can see, it's all in there. Looks like there's Schaefer's father there. It says press tab to cycle objects. Yeah, because I mouse over in different things. Yeah, that's Schaefer's father, age 44, and Schaefer's mother, age 50. And they're just sitting around waiting for him. And I don't know where he is. That's annoying. Nobody's standing at that door control system, so that door isn't opening. Let me just check. That should have been wired up. Connections? Okay, maybe I just didn't connect it up. Alright, that's fine. I'll accept that. That's fine. Okay. There's all that sorted. Right. Looks like a lot of people are cleaning. That's all good. We have 42,190 generic units of currency. I think it's about time then we get some more prisoners. So let us probably get at least the cell block done. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, we've probably got enough money that we can get this entire cell block done and just get all of the prisoners in. It might be a bit of a risk. It's probably a bit of a risky decision, this one, actually, getting all of the prisoners in one go. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, the worst that can happen is that it all burns down and I delete the episode, and if that was the case, you wouldn't be hearing this, but I guess you are. Actually, I don't know at this particular point whether that is the case or not, because obviously I'm recording this several hours or even days before you're, you know, you're actually listening and watching. Maybe you're doing none of those things. Who knows? Maybe I'm just talking to myself. Okay, I'm going to go into my own weird logic conundrum here. Let's just ignore that. Let's just crack on and finish these cells. Obviously, it's 3x3. And I'm doing it in a really weird, disjointed way. So, well, why change the habit of a lifetime? There we go. See, I'm going back and forward to different areas. Good grief. And hopefully that's it. Don't think I've missed a set. Yes, I have already missed a couple of pieces off there. Right, we'll see how that goes. I've not put any doors on it, obviously, because it would be a bit silly to do so. Right. How is our... Oh, power station's doing alright, but I think with some more of these in, we might have a bit of a problem. More cookers in, so I'm actually going to put some more cookers in because I do need them. We also need some more fridges. There we are. That should do us for now. We'll just see how that goes. A lot of people sitting around in the canteen. That's all fine. I actually really like this room here. This metal detector. I really like the fact that we've got canteens directly connected to the cell. There's very little travel. A lot of the times I have the canteen not really far away, but I'll have say that the cells on either side and then the canteen here. So there's a little bit of distance for for them to go in there. Whereas this is really quick. The only problem, well, it's not the only problem, but one of the problems is that the to go through here, problematic because of the because of the tight squeeze and stuff. So we'll have to see how that one goes. Anyway, doesn't look so far like anybody is ODing, which is a good thing, obviously. I do want to alter the patrol route on this one, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause it here for a second, then go to lights and just check. Actually, yeah, that's what I need to do. Light this area up here because we've got no lights there. Alright, that's sorted. Then I need to go to our rooms and then to cell, and then we will start putting some cells in over here. And that'll obviously tell us how many cells we have in total. We're not going to get 100, obviously, but we'll definitely go to 50, I think. Well, we'll see. Someone worked out in the comments. I think I might have worked it out. But we'll see how this goes. Right. So I want all of the... What I'm going to do is probably build this row first. And then I'll probably spin it to the other side. Yeah, I'll get this one done first, and then we can change it around. We'll do the one to the left, and we'll do it like that, because then it means that I can get some. If we don't finish it all, there's no point in putting all the beds in for then it just not to get finished. Damn it! I've just realised something. Oh yeah, okay, fine. You might have realised it yourself, but what I've done, because we can't put them stupid water pipes in. Because I ran them down the center, we're going to have to change this up. So instead of having it run down the center, because I'll have to delete some walls, instead what I'm going to do is that. Run it straight across like that, and then it's not as efficient, but it will work, and it allows me to simply run a water pipe up like that, and then that's job done, isn't it? And yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Let's just connect all of these up. Looks like danger level is increasing, which is the first time in the... Is that the right place? Yeah, that is the right place. First time in the prison's life. Suppressed and compliant. It looks like it's going up, but nah, no biggie there, no biggie. Right. I think it's obvious that we're going to be able to receive at least another 12 prisoners. So that's what I'm going to receive. So we'll go to our intake and we'll say, let's just receive 12 prisoners. Job done. A couple of things we haven't done. We haven't actually looked at our intelligence, and looks like nobody's got some traits that we were aware of. Actually, we'll go to informants. That guy's a skilled fighter. These guys have got traits volatile and quick. Yeah, there is some traits here, but nobody's legendary, which is a good thing. We haven't done a full shakedown either, but that's something we will get on with at some point. Right, so it looks like these guys, they're actually going to... Oh, that guy there. You see that? That guy, Ashton there, Steve Ashton, is actually a street fighter. And we've let him in the kitchen with all of the knives. That's not great. This guy, however, has something on him that he shouldn't. So we're going to click on him and we're going to search prisoner, because I saw a little flash of something. And I think he's holding some something a bit naughty. Who we got here? Tom Pennington. We got Richard Bernard. We got Anton Bull. Aston Cadwalder. Something like that, yeah. So we got a lot of people here. A lot of people. Anyway, sales are getting put in. 27 grand, receiving 385. Yeah, there's something that we found. A naughty. He's got a needle on him. There's a hammer. Many items here. Let's just go to our intake, and obviously we'll turn that off because we don't need that now. We'll go to the grants. No, not grants. Policy, rather. If you have weapons on you, you will get a lockdown. No, we'll get a solitary for all of this stuff. We'll give it 3 hours. Not overly punished. Destruction. Oh yeah, you get solitary. And you're getting 6 hours for that. Same as escape attempt. Attacked prisoner is the same. All of this sort of stuff. There we go. And we'll give you solitary for every single one of them. Basically, you get solitary for the lot, I think. Found luxuries, you'll get lockdown for 3 hours. I think intoxication will do the same thing. Lockdown, there we are. Okay, so everything's all up and running. We just need to go to deployment and guard patrols. Get rid of this guard patrol. Don't need it anymore. What I do want to do instead is have someone walking up and down each row, and then what I'll do to mix it up, I'll have actually what I this is going to be problematic, this one. See, I'm doing it like this. But actually what I want So I want a dog patrol going that way. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll see how this one goes. Looks like all the cells are put in. That's fine. That's great. Looks like everybody is in the cleaning up as well. That's great. Intelligence. And just check informants here. Quick, skilled fighter, volatile. Yeah, there's nothing that's overly problematic. That's fine. Go to our logistics and then prison labour. Everybody's assigned there that I can assign. We got people assigned to the library. We got people assigned there. That's fine. We need a couple more people in the laundry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only need 6 in there. Although, by the amount of prisoners we have, we could probably assign everybody there. But that's I'm not going to overdo it. We'll just leave it like that. Anyway, some prisoners, some staff rather, are exhausted. That's not great. We need to raise our prisoner capacity to 50. Once we get these cells put in, we'll actually do that. And why is that door not automatically opening? It's because nobody's at the door control system. That's one of the big flaws at the moment, is if people go for like a smoke break or whatever, if any of the guards decide, you know what, I'm just going to go at the, I'm on break, nobody covers their shift, nobody does it, nobody goes, oh yes, that door control, that controls the entire prison, I should really ensure that somebody's there. You know, you wouldn't just basically abandon their station and go, balls to it, I'm on break, I'm going. And it's not great, it's not great at all. But, yeah, it's something that I really wish they would change. Right, I'm just going to get the rest of these cells sorted because it is, well, there's no reason not to, really. And then we might have our grant done. There we go, there's all of that. Jail doors as well. Now, I'm ordering jail doors knowing for a fact that this could give us a problem because what happens is, because they're technically not a jail until everything's on it, the doors will close because it's a standard door. As soon as it becomes a cell, then the door will open. I said jail before, I meant cell. You understand. Anyway, it looks like some of the prisoners go down to use phone booths at that one there, but the rest are only going to one canteen, and this is what I thought might happen. They're not going to the other canteen. In fact, the other canteen isn't even getting supplied. I think it might be to do with capacity, that this one, there's enough capacity in that one for them to go there, so that's it, they do go there. That's what it might be. Either way, we're not having any problems at the moment, so it might be something that we'll have an issue later on. For the time being, I'm not too worried. Right, let me just go to the planning here, because most of the stuff we've actually planned off, we're no longer wanting. So all of this here, all of these extra sections like that, they're all put in. Most of this is all sorted. There's a couple of things we haven't done yet, and I will get on that. But yeah, for the most part, it's about right. We haven't got metal detectors on the end of each one of these, and that's expensive, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. Let me just go to reports and then to our programs. We're going to have there's workshop safety inductions there. That's quite good. Cavalry apprenticeship, nobody bothered. Alcoholics group, we've got nobody in the queue. We could start it. No teacher. Who actually teaches it? Led by a psychologist. Ah, okay. So what I'll have to do is remove one of the behavioural therapies and actually put another one in there. We could, if we wanted to, hire another psychologist as far as I'm aware, but probably not a good idea. Let's just get rid of one of these behavioural therapies and we'll run an alcoholics group therapy. I don't know if it's actually necessary. No, nobody actually needs to do it, so there's no point in doing it. I'll just start the behavioural therapy once again. Looks like people are doing their kitchen health and safety, so we've got a 5 passed at a 100% pass rate. 1 interested, 5 have passed. We got a 100% pass rate on that. That's really good. That's very good indeed. Workshop safety inductions there. We've got the spiritual guidance with a 12 in the queue, so we'll start that off, might as well. And parole hearing, we might as well start that, the parole hearing. But what I want to do is just add... We'll start 1, 2. Does it not cost? I don't think it costs. So I might as well just max it out and just say, yeah, there we go. That's how many parole hearings we've got. We're not going to reschedule anything. Right. Okay. So that's all that's sorted as far as I can tell. No violence. nothing really to report. It functions and functions quite well. You can see that there's people coming in here working. Obviously, they might nick something, but that's just something that, you know, it's just what might happen. It's just a risk you take. Anyway, I'm going to go to research, and we're going to probably go for the dogs and then surveillance. I want to research tax relief at some point, but not at the moment. There's no point in it yet, because next episode we're going to put the workshop in. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I think it's about time we get on with that. Problem is the lack of money. Obviously, when the cell block rises up, the problem is, as you can see, we will get very close to this thing. Our capacity is 48. We've got a 48 capacity. We need 2 more cells for this to be a valid cell block. Now, I could, as people have pointed out, if I wanted to, do this. This is something that people mentioned. I could, if I want to, do this. And have a cell block in here. I don't like that idea. I like this long corridor bit. So what I'll probably do is I'll have this as another... I think what we were going to do is have something like that. Okay, and have that as a common room. Then this, we're going to have a security. Okay, actually what we'll do is we'll have it as something like security there. Like that. And then what we're going to do is have separate cells down the back. This is just a rough idea, actually. Was it 4x4 I was going to do it? I think it was. Something like that. Separate cells here. These were going to be for the... what would you call them? The prisoners at risk, right? So we would have to assign people there if there's any real problems. What are they actually called? Let's have a quick look. There is a way. Minimal security, protective custody. Yeah, that would be our protective custody area. We were going to put one of them in because if there's like a snitch or something like that, then we're going to have it. And I think so far there's nobody who is a snitch. As far as I can, well, not snitch. Well, not snitch. It's not switch. It's like cop killer or something like that. We might have to get them in here. I think that's all. I think that's the plan. I think that's what we're going to do. Next episode, then we will shove the workshop in. We're probably going to have another generator because that one's it's running 50%. We could probably put a full set in there. Well, we'll see how that one goes. But yeah. If we need to put another generator in, well, that's what this area can be for. It's fine. And yeah, I think that'll be about right. Put in the workshop. CCTV, something we need to sort out as well. And probably more importantly, we need to put in some wiretaps in our phones. Speaking of phones, I'm going to run phones down there. Spend a lot of money on this, but it is worth it because then they can use the phones when they're not having food. There you go. Right, comments in the comments as always, because that changes how we do this thing. Oh, we need to do the ad as well. There's loads of stuff to do. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.